Hey guys, it's Carson and Claire here with ExcelBoats. Today I want to walk you through the brand new Excel Pro Hull. So the Pro Hull comes in 3 different sizes, the 1860, the 1854, and the 1754. This boat I have with me is the 1754. So one thing I want to talk about real quick with the Pro Hull is every Pro Hull comes standard with the .125 5086 material. 5086, it's processed differently, which makes it a little bit tougher, so if people are running through the timber a lot more, I'd recommend going with the 5086. So with this boat in particular, we have a 69-inch beam. The 1860 gives you a 75-inch beam, and as you know, the Pro Hull has a wide open fill. The side height here is going to be 25 inches. The transom height's 20 inches for those mud motors, and the max horsepower starts off at 55 for the 1754 like I have here, and you can go up to 65 on the 1860 Pro Hulls. So some standard features that are on this boat. We have the legendary F4 step deck, as you know, great to get on and off in the boat easy. The triple tapered chine for excellent maneuverability around those tight times in the woods. You might have to cut through trees real quick. We got the fully flat floor in here with longitudinal ribs, and it's all fully welded, so you don't have to worry about anything shaking loose over time. So also something cool we have standard this year is our bow rails. We have the 36-inch on the front, and we have 13 inches on the rear. That way when you're wading through timber, you have something easy to grab onto. Start off with the front of the boat, and we're going to start off with some really cool options. Starting off, we got the LED light bar, which can rotate 360 degrees, so you're working the decoys, you can easily turn that, move it around, turn it up backwards when you're traveling down the road, keep stuff from hitting it. With this boat, we have a built-in winch. This is also an option. You never know when you're going to need it, but you're going to wish you had it when you do get stuck. So that's always a cool little option we have. So with the new Pro Hulls, we have 3 different deck options. You got the high deck, low deck, and the standard deck. What we have on this is a standard deck, so it doesn't have an extra storage box, but if you do get a high deck or you get a low deck, there is going to be an extra storage box in there to throw life jackets and extra gear into. If you do order it standard, it's very important to remember that it will be shaped like this, so you will not have that extra storage box in it. With a high deck, you will have a built-in 12-gallon fuel tank, and that is only available in the high deck. With a low deck or standard like this one is here, you'll have a portable 6-gallon gas tank in the back that will go under, and I'll show you that in a second. We also standard this year, we have the Shark Eye nav lights. These are a really cool option. They don't have to worry about your forgetting your nav light pole, so we have that built in here now. And we also have optional seat bases on the front deck if you get a high deck or low deck. As we get towards the floor of this boat, I want to talk about some cool things of the options we have this year. Starting off, we have the starboard gun tray that comes standard this year. You also have the port side, which is optional, that you can see on this boat, so you can have double trays as well. As you know, the Coast Guard this year required all boats under 20 foot to have a requirement of foam, so if they get submerged for 24 hours, you don't have to worry about your boat. Your boat will stay elevated and you have something to hold on to, and that's something we care a lot about here at Excel. We care about your safety, so that's something we focus on a lot. So with the Pro Hull, to give you the open floor plan like you'll love, we created the precision engineered Uni-Seal flotation system. This is going to be a completely sealed off floor, fully welded, so you don't have to worry about water penetrating the foam. And one thing I do want you to remember, with the way this is, you got to make sure that if you get gun boxes or any seat boxes, make sure to let the company know that we can put them in here the right way, because if you do penetrate the floor, it does void the warranty. We got spud poles and brackets on this boat, so they're going to be, if you do get that option, they're going to be tucked up to the side here out of the way for you, so you don't have to worry about that getting in the way as you're working out through your boat during duck season. One of the other things that's nice for those duck hunters is the interior LEDs. So we have 2 light packages available. You got the classic light package and you have the advanced light package. So make sure if you guys want to light up on the water that you make sure to let your customer know about that. Starting off from the rear, I want to talk about some really cool things. Starting off with the Mud Buddy grab with the trim switch built in. That way when you're running down the water, you have something safe to grab onto, and you can also adjust your trim, make sure your boat's running properly. We have the built-in switch panel back here that's in a convenient location. Something else you need to keep in mind, we got added, as you can see, I'm sitting on one. We have seats on both sides now. That's something we didn't have in the Pro Hull. So when we had to deal with foam putting it in places, we've said, let's make it convenient for y'all. So we got seats on both sides now. As you can see, under the passenger side, you have the 6-gallon gas tank that I mentioned earlier. So that's going to be the optional fuel tank. Underneath me, you have battery storage. You can't fit 2 batteries under here. It tucks wide up underneath. So that's going to be out of the way for you. So it's a 24-inch battery box that comes with that. In the back here we have the bilge pump. So this is going to be a bilge pump compartment. That's the only thing back here. You can also store extra stuff back there that you need to keep handy. Everything is hinged and has lockable doors. As you can see there, it's all lockable. We also have the cell phone holder. So if you need somewhere to put your phone, you can just tuck it away right there. Something else we have cool on the back here is the plug holder. Plug holder is going to allow you to put it away. You don't have to worry about losing it on the water. You can just tuck it away there and know where it is every time you go out, before you go out on the water. As we get to the back of the boat, something I love, the Mud Buddy 5000. This is going to give you extra horsepower. One of the big questions we get a lot, what's the difference between the 40 and the 5000? So the 5000 is going to have performance air filters that enhance the airflow, blueprinted heads with one-piece stainless valves, and port work that makes a big difference in the more power. We also have the legendary Q stainless steel performance muffler that's very quiet and allows you to actually gain you more power as well. And we also, with the 5000s, have the new Warrior prop. This thing gets you on plane quick, and it allows you to go, reduces some of that vibration you can get in those mud motors. With a tough boat, you got to have a tough trailer. So that's the last thing I want to highlight real quick, but you can't forget the trailer. It's what hauls your boat around everywhere you go. So we have both steel and aluminum trailers available. Remember, if you're in brackish water or salt water, I definitely recommend aluminum. Just it stays better in that saltwater, tough environment. Some standard features we have with these boats: you got side guides, single bulb LED lights on the back. You got front and rear diamond plate steps right above the tires to get in and out the boat. You got solid winch posts, Vortex hubs, radial tires, alloy wheels on the aluminum trailers, and heat shrink splices around all the electrical, so you know it's built a very well built trailer. Some trailer options I recommend that are very cool to have on it, just a little upgrades. You got the deluxe LED lighting that lights up your whole trailer with LEDs. You got composite bunks that allow your boat to slide on and off easier. Aluminum spare tires, that can be a side mount or a belly mount depending on how you want that to be laid out. We also have swing away tongue options, and we also, something that I love a lot is the catwalk that you can see on this boat. When you're loading and unloading a boat by yourself or in shallow water, you can actually walk up and down this to allow your boat to get off and on easier. I want to thank you for watching this Pro Hull video. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask us. We're more than happy to help you, and we look forward to seeing you next time.